Hello.
Hello.
The lobotomy was a success.
Mm.
Pyong pyong.
Yum yum.
Oh. I would say good morning, everyone, but it's like afternoon for like everybody else. You guys are in the future. So on today's show, let's go talk about everybody's favorite drinks this time.
Oh my god, good idea. What's your favorite drink?
You know. Oh, okay. We'll do one of each. So
Boba.
like
Boba. Totally boba.
what flavor boba?
Usually lychee.
Oh. I love a good mango one. Mango boba.
Oh yeah, mango's
Oh
good
yeah,
too.
and pineapple.
Booba flavor boba.
Finally, putting the milk in milk tea.
That's what we're talking about. So how about you? What's your favorite flavor? Wild.
My favorite drink is lemonade.
Oh. No, I hate when that happens. Hold on, flaming hot Mountain Dew? I have never heard of this.
Yeah, I never have either. That's interesting.
It sounds like drinking it would make you die of dehydration.
Super hot fire. Oh my gosh, my favorite soda right now is the zero sugar Dr. Pepper. That's the strawberries and cream. Like I didn't think I would ever like it at all because I don't like the creamy flavors, but that was so good. Oh, I'm sorry. I like the zero sugar just because I don't like it as sweet. I like my stuff less sweet.
Really, I tend to not taste synthetic flavors, which is why I'm fine drinking zero sugar drinks.
I can taste it.
I think the first mistake is drinking zero sugar drinks in excess, man.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I've been there.
I mean, I heard that it was actually worse to drink those artificial sugar stuff. So
I mean,
I
it
suppose it
gets
depends.
yeah, it depends. You're not supposed to be able to like digest it like technically, and that's why it's like, you know, it doesn't make you fats, but you know, that could mess up your like digestion. Yeah, and so like it can mess with people's like digestion, you know, if we want to get technical here, right? So
yeah.
that's why you don't do it every day. You know. Welcome in.
That's it! Nope, nothing! Ah! I forgot a book inside the car! Just one sec. I'll go get it. Don't you dare drop a single doujinshi. You hear me? Might as well make it a surprise. Maybe I should pick somewhere else. Now then. Now where's the closest printer?
Missy, you looking for something?
Hmm.
Just gonna ignore me? It wouldn't hurt to say something, would it?
Huh? You talking to me?
Yeah. We can hang out if you want.
Sorry, but I'm busy.
You might be busy, but I'm not.
Hey, hands off!
Hey, don't sweat it. I don't live far from here.
I don't care where you live.
Trust me, before long you'll never want to leave.
Hello.
Stop! Someone help!
I have to admit, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I was going to play an attempted rapist.
I don't think most people would.
We're
You
10
know-
minutes into the stream.
Aye, yeah, but yeah, I don't think most people would, wake up and decide, yeah, I'm gonna play this kind of character today, you know? It's all good, don't worry about it.
Shout it all you want. It won't do you any good. My girlfriend's from a rich family. Nobody wants to go up against them.
No!
I'm sure he can.
Hey, what do you think? Ugh!
Oh, we don't know who this is. Oh!
Oh.
Okay then. Damn. What a piece of shit. Yeah, are you okay, dear?
You're the lady from yesterday!
Mm-hmm. I didn't.
Not me.
I don't remember.
I think it might have been me, but it's been a while. I don't know. Oh god. Yeah. That's right.
Let's roll.
Thank you!
No. The pleasure's all mine.
So you're oh. So you really are trans?
Huh? Oh my. You can tell? How? My makeup's on point, and I'm careful with how I speak. Ugh, that's a shock.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
I'm so jealous. You're so young and cute. And look at that chest. Oh, no. That was just a joke.
Is that mine? Oh.
Oh, sure. Okay, so she's not offended. So, what brings you out here alone this late at night? Did you get separated from the people you were with yesterday?
Well, about that.
Is this all you needed?
Yep, that should do it.
That's a present for someone, right?
Yeah, I want to date them for today.
You must really love them, huh?
Huh? I'm not sure love is the right word. At least, I don't think it is.
Really? Personally, I think you've got the wistful gaze of a young maiden in love.
Huh? No way!
Then how about you let me get a better look at those eyes?
Nope.
Not happening?
Not happening. Say, is there anyone you like, miss?
Well, let me think. There was someone I liked.
Was?
Yeah, but now...
Oh, oh. I thought she got hurt. I thought she got hit and got hurt.
No.
Why? Why would you do this? Who are you people?
Death binds us to an eternal suffering.
Why would you do that? She had nothing to do with all this.
Abandon vulgar tradition. Abandon the degeneracy of life. We are those who rebel against life. but the will of man. It is the will of man. Embrace rationality.
No, please. Save me, son.
Embrace mortality.
You know, why did they kidnap her if they were just gonna kill her anyway? Ugh.
Oh no. What?
Uh,
Ah!
No.
Oh, crap. No, I can hear myself.
Hold on.
yes, hello. Hello?
I don't know if they can hear me. Can they hear me? No, they can. Okay. I think I can hear you.
Oh, jeez.
You
What
talked a
they
lot
meant.
during this one too.
Eternal Father, you have failed me. Being here before everyone else and not letting me know that
We all thought you had it.
Look, that sucks because
That's
I
rough.
thought he was talking to you the whole time too, because it was right in the beginning. He was saying stuff.
The voices. The voices.
Voices.
Oh, jeez. Alright, well, it should be working now.
We're good.
Thank you, Rio.
I was just talking to myself.
That means that my intro was nothing, because nothing.
But everybody was like, hello.
Listen, it will never be as bad as raiding in Final Fantasy for 4 hours, talking to nobody in a party of 8 people. I was just responding to the demons.
We really just took over the stream,
Nice.
like at the beginning.
This is funny because, like, can you imagine? Because the whole time he talked and we answered and everything, so we're just literally talking to ourselves.
We were talking to the voices in our heads.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I
Carry on.
thought something was weird, but I couldn't place my finger on it. And now I'm looking at my Streamlabs and seeing, oh hey, the microphone volume bar, it wasn't moving. So
It
That
is
happens
pretty
too
much
often to me.
but yes, no, I'm here. I'm here.
We're glad to have you here, Naho. Thank you for thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for making it. I know you came in
I
really late.
know.
We started the stream without you, man.
Somehow we managed to get into your computer and get this going. Don't worry, we held it down.
Yeah.
From the no, we're not backlogging all the way to the beginning. Come on.
Then we would have to ask everyone again what their favorite drink is. What the hell?
All right.
It was boba.
Anyway, she's not in the
Then it was
parking lot.
boba.
I tried contacting her via Conry, but God damn it! I can't reach her. The connection's being refused. But she can't have gone too far away. Iria! Iria! Passers-by look at me quizzically as I shout her name. Not that I care. I keep calling out for her, appearances be damned. I don't know if it's anger or worry that clouds my mind, but what I do know is that this isn't like me at all. Even so, I can't help but yell. People, 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 and more people. I push my way past pimps, prostitutes, drunkards, and vagrants. There's a sea of people here, but none of them are the girl I'm looking for. The hustle and bustle of the crowd as they navigate the labyrinth of streets and hot pipes seems like a scene from an entirely different city. My feet freeze when I catch a glimpse of a figure crossing the street. A slum dog. A mechanical canine used by the military police to clean the streets and chase criminals with cameras. It's holding something red in its mouth. A fragment of a cheekbone, glowing underneath the neon lights, with fresh blood. I run in the direction the slum dog came from until I come across a hotel I was at just yesterday. There's a lone woman fallen prostrate on the ground without so much as a soul to attend to her. Half of her face has been shot off with a shotgun. Instant death. I calm my nerves and squat down beside her body. No, it's not Iria. Judging from her clothing and physique, she's probably a local prostitute. As I sigh in relief, I get a notification on my Conry. It's from...
Who was her again?
Oh,
Yeah, that's Momo.
here. You lost property.
Iria. I've regained some of my composure by the time I get back to the agency. I try to think of something to say as I look at Iria clinging to my legs. But Captain Nakisa interrupts my thought process.
Told you not to underestimate the military police.
Where was she?
This summer, the suicide wannabes were about to kill her.
Did you use her as a decoy?
I'll leave that up to your imagination.
I glare at Captain Nakisa, but she shrugs it off.
You won't get off so easily next time you try and pull a fast one on us.
And with that parting threat, she leaves the room. Iria still won't let go of me.
I'm sorry.
Iria... She's still shaking a little. Why did you lie to me? I ask her firmly. You didn't actually go to the car, did you? The parking lot is monitored, so it's relatively safe. You went somewhere else and got attacked by those cultists, didn't you?
Son,
Iria backs away, but I don't back down. This is a matter of life or death. This was partially my fault for letting you go off on your own. I should have made more of an effort to stop you. But it's not my job to be your bodyguard. If you don't cooperate with me, I cannot guarantee your survival. That's how dangerous this city is.
I'm sorry, but...
No buts. The next time you fail to listen to me, I'm resigning from this assignment. Understood? Iria won't make eye contact.
Understood.
She responds after a long pause.
Oh, that's me. So, that's enough.
Ryoko comes in from the next room, seemingly unable to stand by and watch any longer.
Let's call it a day, okay, Iria?
Okay.
Iria slumps her shoulders and heads for the stairs. While I'm not going to say more to her in front of Ryoko, I don't think this is enough. If Iria wants to survive in Tokyo, she needs to be made well aware of why today's incident happened and what she can do to prevent it from happening in the future. We don't need to be letting her off this easily. She could have died. I don't know what she was trying to do going off by herself like that, but...
It seems she wasn't by herself. Remember how someone approached us on the way back home yesterday? She went with Iria and ended up being killed by the suicide wannabes.
I recalled the dead body that the slum dog brought me to, right in front of Endless Summer. Did she escort Iria there?
Iria's in shock right now. She witnessed a woman die before her very eyes. A woman who was trying to protect her.
Why would Iria be in shock? Ryoko casts her glance downward. I finally put two and two together. When you live in Shinjuku, death is always by your side. It's no big deal to see a dead body or two. But Iria isn't like us. She came from a place where death is something foreign. It's been a long day. And so Soun returns to his room, which looks a lot like Raiden's. Plain bed that barely has any kind of padding, a single desk, and nothing else. I lie down on my bed and let my body sink into the springs. Only now do I realize just how tired I am. Mentally, more than physically. Chasing down necromancers would be less stressful. Is tomorrow going to be more of the same? Let's just get some sleep. I turn off the lights and close my eyes. But I just can't fall asleep. Am I just too worked up right now? The optimal training regimen, the optimal diet, the optimal sleep schedule. My daily routine is dedicated to keeping my body in peak condition. Whenever living dead appear, I re-kill them. When necromancers appear, I capture them, or kill them. I earn bounties in the process. Rinse and repeat. My life is rote, predictable. Everything has a purpose. My X-brain ensures I act in the optimal fashion at all times. Rinse optimally, repeat optimally. I've never questioned my way of life. But now that balance has been upset. Is that something to fear? Or... I hear a whisper accompanied by a light knock on the door.
So-un, are you awake?
Iria?
Can I come inside for a bit?
Sure. The door creaks as Iria cracks it open and comes inside. Her gait is timid, even trepidatious. She seems ephemeral somehow. Is she not a hologram? Will she not fade away if I reach out to her? I briefly entertain such notions, as ludicrous as they may be. I sit up and pat the bed, motioning for Iria to take a seat. The bed sinks beneath her weight ever so slightly as she does. Ah, so she is real.
Here.
After some hesitation, Iria holds out a book. What is this?
A dojinshi. To thank you for today. It's just a copy, though.
It all clicks. Did Iria sneak away to look for a printer to print out this book? She lied to me to keep it a surprise? I feel the pent-up anger within me suddenly dissipate. I let out a soft sigh. I'm sorry for earlier. I went too far.
No, it's okay. I deserve it for being so rash like that.
Eternal Father gets it. I'm sorry for getting angry with you.
You were right to get angry. Honestly, I'm just relieved to know that you can get upset like that.
I know when I should be mad about something.
Yeah.
Iria's expression relaxes ever so slightly. The knowledge that she's within arm's reach washes over me like a wave. Iria is right here, next to me.
You took me around the city all day today and showed me all sorts of different sights. But I wasn't able to remember anything. Sorry, So-un.
What about Subcon? Oh, God. Need water.
A little bit of phlegm today.
What about Subcon? Subcon. Substance concept. The mysterious idol who suddenly appeared last spring to deliver songs of hope to the hopeless Tokyo. Nobody knows who she is, where she comes from, or when she'll appear next. No form of security can stop her. She truly embodies the idea that to sing is to be free. She's become a regular facet of life here in Tokyo, but if you think about it, her existence is an anomaly.
I'm not sure. It feels like she's something important to me. But I haven't got any concrete.
Try that again?
Yep. But I haven't got anything concrete.
Iria, this is just a hunch, but do you think perhaps you made Subcon?
No.
Forceful and immediate.
Oh, my bad.
Do you think...
No!
Starting again from the question.
Oh, okay.
Do you think perhaps you made Subcon?
No! I know what you're thinking, but Subcom's different. At least, I think she is. Probably.
Iria's a virtual environment expert. That said, if she were to make a virtual idol, something tells me the results would be more realistic, more convincingly human. My hunches do usually miss the mark. Iria plops onto the bed.
I have no idea who I am.
That's not something you need to worry about. I have no idea who I am either.
I want to know!
Iria suddenly sits back up. She sure is restless.
So, if you don't mind, I'd like to know more about you.
Me?
Like, what led you to work here? What are your hobbies? What do you do on your off days off? What are your likes and dislikes, and what's your type? Do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have any particular reason to hide anything, so I'll answer her questions one by one. It was Karasuzumi Ikatsu who got me to work here.
Katsu?
Ryoko's husband. He took me in when both of my parents died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's nothing uncommon. My father was in the military himself. He'd brag about his near-death experiences in the Sino-American War all the time. Some even call him the founder of close-quarters armed martial arts. I take a sheet of papyrus out of my bedside drawer and show it to Iria. Close Quarters Armed Martial Arts, or CQAMA, began as an offshoot of Extreme CQC. The Close Quarters Armed Martial Arts Training Unit was established to propagate the style more efficiently. The rise of necromantic tactics, or necrotac, provided a means for CQAMA to improve its efficacy in anti-living dead warfare. The Close Quarters Armed Martial Arts Training Unit came to be recognized as a leading special operations group throughout the entire self-defense army, thanks to its efficient re-killing of the living dead via the use of re-eliminators and X-brains. There's my father, Nagaoka Takeyuki. Ethika's father, Kibanohara Hokayasu. And Ryoko's husband, Karasuzumi Ikatsu. 3 people very close to us were all part of the Close Quarters Armed Martial Arts Training Unit. The Karasuzumi Living Dead Stalker Agency would likely not exist as it is today without the Close Quarters Armed Martial Arts Training Unit. My father died when I was only 3 years old. It was Ikatsu who taught me fundamental strength training, basic mixed martial arts, and CQAMA. Ikatsu was a terrifying man. Every day of training, I thought he'd kill me. There were times where Tokitaka and I even plotted to run away from the agency. I still have nightmares about those days sometimes. Tokitaka and I would take Ikatsu on at the same time, but it didn't matter. He'd toss us to the floor again and again, but still scream at us to come at him. He'd never ease up no matter how much we cried. He didn't care if we started vomiting or passed out. If we were on the ground, he'd just start stomping on our heads. And eventually, once we were dead tired, well, you get the idea. Iria? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
I must have been talking for too long. Iria's eyes are starting to droop.
So, Suun, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, when she's sleepy, she stops pronouncing names correctly.
I said Suun! I said so. Suun!
You still say Suon at some points.
You didn't see anything. Or hear anything.
Do I have any hobbies, huh? Do I? Do I? Training, maybe? No, I'm not sure that training qualifies. Training for me is like cleaning my guns. Just another part of my daily routine. It sometimes gives me the feeling that things you do on autopilot don't count as hobbies. But on my days off, I simply alternate between training and resting, so I can't really answer with anything else. As for what I like, well, I guess I like things that are simple. Simple and easy to understand. And my type? If I had to say, I think I like my women curvy rather than slim. And in regards to a girlfriend, there's nobody in particular that I can call a lover. But sometimes Konsu propositions me for sexual relations, and... Iria? It seems she's fallen asleep. I lay her down properly in the middle of the bed and tuck her in under the blanket. I suppose I'll have to sleep on the sofa. At least that's what they did in one of the movies Konsu showed me. I lie down on the sofa. It's quite a bit more narrow than where I'm used to sleeping. Can't even roll over. Hopefully I can still get a good night's rest. I close my eyes as I listen to Iria's breathing. I still can't sleep. Probably because this situation isn't what I'm used to. Maintaining my body's condition is part of the job. Sleep is essential. Normally I'd force myself to sleep with drugs. But for some reason, I'm not in the mood today. On nights when you can't sleep, you just need to read, right? I take out the book Iria gave me earlier. A flash of inspiration hits me. I have a better idea. I put the book down and take out my HMD. Sleeping beside me is an amnesiac girl by the name of Hogyo Iria. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Wild, this is your fault. You post lyrics to a song I know, I'm going to sing them. And the name Hogyo Iria also belongs to a famous virtual environment designer. So let's try one of her programs out. Her magnum opus is Midnight Shores, right? I search for the data on the mesh network using my Konri. Disarms missile. Yeah. Fucking Saints Row 4. There are versions with treadmill and multi-monitor support, but I'm just using an HMD. I choose the most lightweight build. I pull it up on the display once it's finished downloading. I put on the HMD and test it out. Yuria's virtual environment spreads out on the screen before me. I find myself on a beach at night. I had expected scenery like that of a tropical resort, but that's not the case. The rhythmic susurrus of the surf is almost like a heartbeat. Off in the distance, I can see the lights of a city. Strangely enough, there's no snow to be seen. The midnight sea is the color of ebony. Where is this place? It's not of this world, and yet, somehow I feel it's where we all end up. Every now and then, a wave comes up to my waist, but I don't feel the chill of the ocean water, just the soft ebb and flow. There's nothing here but the quiet tide and hazy city lights. Why then do I feel so refreshed, so reassured, so right? Regret sets in. I shouldn't have experienced this through an HMD. I should have gone to a more well-equipped virtual environment facility. I take off the HMD. Hogyo Iria is a famous designer. And now that I've tried her masterpiece, Midnight Shores, I can see why. I only spent a few minutes there, but I feel incredible. There's no question that Hogyo Iria possesses remarkable talent, but I take a glance over at the girl who has commandeered my bed as she sleeps. Is she really the Hogyo Iria? Can something so fantastic really just happen like this? Well, maybe it's okay for something fantastic to happen every now and then. As I gaze at Iria's sleeping face, I find myself wanting to believe in miracles. I think I'll finally be able to get some sleep. An explosion rings out in the streets. This is an area under the control of the Malacca gang. Nights are dangerous more often than not. Tasked with cleaning up these filthy streets are the mechanized canines of Tokyo, the slum dogs. They monitor the streets with cameras, autonomously dispose of corpses, and at times chase down criminals themselves. They command a high price, but are quite a valuable asset when the cost of corpse cleanup is taken into consideration. Slum dogs are primarily utilized in regions where criminal activity runs rampant. Like these streets. Their array of expensive mechanical parts makes slum dogs an attractive target for gangs looking to line their pockets. To combat this, they are outfitted with a self-destruct mechanism capable of producing an explosion powerful enough to obliterate any human within a 2-meter radius. Losing a slum dog like this may hurt the city's budget, but the military police is glad to have criminals literally wiped off the streets. No matter what schemes the gangs may devise, the slum dogs are capable of outwitting them, thanks to a sophisticated behavior algorithm backed by statistical analysis. By now, every criminal in Tokyo has realized that it simply isn't worth risking their lives to capture a slum dog. If anyone were to attempt it, it would be... Oh, fuck me! This piece of shit's a goddamn mess! He's supposed to just fucking come apart.
Ooh, is this me again?
I need to bring up the
I'm pretty sure it was.
casting list. Gijo Mitsumi, that's Akane, yeah. Wow, Akane's getting a lot here.
Yeah, when I have to study. Okay.
I mean, we could pass her to Eva for the stream if you would like. And if Eva's okay with that.
If she does a good job. Lower the voice. Be sexy.
I don't know if I can be. I don't know if I can be sexy.
Well, Mitsumi's not really the kind of character to.
That's just how I like lower the voice kind of thing.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I would do. What do you think you're doing?
And I think that's too much in that direction.
Too much. Okay. Example.
Well, I can't do a voice for this character, so I can't do that.
Oh, you can. Oh, you can? You just give me an example.
She's less mommy and more badass.
That wasn't mommy.
No, that was mother, but
That wasn't mother.
Mother.
it
No,
very
do
much
that,
was.
mother. I did not. Oh my gosh. Okay.
What do you think you're doing? Is that okay?
That's not bad. Gijo Mitsumi calls out to the man squatting by the side of the explosion. You talking to me? Man turns around, offering Mitsumi a full view of his boorish features. The deep bags underneath his drooping eyes indicate electric signal drug abuse. Now just hold your horses, little missy. Let me finish up work here, and then we can talk.
I said, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, that was
Salvaging scrap, ain't it obvious? Strewn throughout the blast site are slumdog scraps, dead flesh, and dusky red blood. Nobody risks their lives to steal slumdogs, but risking their dead is a different story. Prompt a slumdog to self-destruct with a ghoul and salvage the scrap. Logical enough. Even scrap metal is a precious resource when there's no reliable route of importation from outside of Tokyo. On these streets, human corpses may be trash, but robot corpses are treasure, thus giving rise to slumdog hunting.
You.
Hey, watch yourself, little missy. Man spreads his arms wide. With a wiggle of his fingertips, several silhouettes appear from the slums. A single glance is enough to know that they're ghouls. I'm a necromancer, see?
And I'm a Gijo? And I'm a Gijo Mitsu. And I am
It's her
Gijo
name.
Mitsumi.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. And a government licensed living dead stalker.
The necromancer scoffs at Mitsumi's introduction. You're nothing but a snack to me, missy. Try not to kill her, hear me? The ghouls rush in at their master's signal. It's safe to assume that this man is not a high-level necromancer. Mitsumi determines that employing swift, overwhelming force is the most efficient path to victory. I'm hoping eventually it'll get to a part where I'm not the one who has to do the narration. Need an Ethica scene. A ghoul comes charging headlong. Ugh. A ghoul comes charging headlong at Mitsumi, limbs flailing. Predicting its movement proves trivial. She dispatches it with a diagonal cut, or kesagiri. The ultrasonic vibroblade of Mitsumi's katana Shoshimaru rips through rotting flesh, cleanly bifurcating the ghoul. Its upper half reaches futilely out to Mitsumi, as its lower half collapses to the ground. The ghoul lets out one final gurgle as Shoshimaru's blade pierces through the crown of its head. Lemur's is a type of nanomachine that enables activity after death by reactivating the human cerebellum and brainstem. Hence, the brain's the weak spot of the living dead. Close quarters armed martial arts focuses on headshots in the interest of efficiency. But Mitsumi's Shoshimaru doesn't run out of bullets. A diagonal bisection immobilizes the living dead, allowing for an easy finish. Mitsumi is a practitioner of Ad Tai, the advanced Taisha school of swordsmanship. Its core conceits differ fundamentally from those of CQAMA. In anti-living dead warfare, there's no room for even a moment of hesitation. You must keep whittling away your opponent's capability to fight without giving them an opening. Controlling flow is key. As you fell the enemy in front of you, you must already be planning how to approach the next enemy. And as you plan how to approach the next enemy, you must predict how the flow of battle will evolve from there. You must read 2, 3 steps ahead, cutting aside risks as you clear a path to victory. Be quick, follow through, remain accurate. Once you've found the flow, your body will take care of the rest. Mitsumi leaps into the air, dodging the floundering, dismembered ghouls. A vision of Nagaoka Soun flashes through her mind. Soun is a prominent living dead stalker, known throughout all of Japan, but Mitsumi has had the opportunity to witness his magnificent CQAMA personally. He rescued her from what seemed like certain death. What she felt then was not jealousy, nor deference, nor fear, but something closer to sheer awe. As if she had laid her eyes upon a work of art with a 1,000-year history.
Is my technique as beautiful as his?
With the final ghoul bisected, Mitsumi turns to the shepherd of the horde. Please, don't kill me! The necromancer falls to his knees as Mitsumi quietly points her blade at him. Gone is any trace of the confidence he demonstrated earlier.
You toyed with the lives of men. It's only fair that you pay with your own. You can repent in hell.
You sure like to show off, huh?
Kazuma grumbles as she watches a projection of solid scan data. Captain Nagisa Kazuma is known for being particularly violent during interrogations. But oddly enough, she gets along quite well with Mitsumi.
And yet, I didn't see you get hit with a single speck of blood.
I don't fight like a simpleton.
The pure white aesthetic suits you. The Bride of Death, am I right?
Living dead blood is hard to get out.
Fair point.
Kazuma laughs, but Mitsumi didn't mean it as a joke. This is the only battlesuit that Mitsumi owns. She can't afford to dirty a vital tool of the trade that easily.
What about the necromancer?
He pissed and shot himself. Disgusting.
Death sentence?
Part of a gang. They've been making a name for themselves recently. His execution will be a warning.
I see.
A wave of disgust spreads through Mitsumi as she recalls the disposal facility in the old Odaiba district. Should she have just taken his life on the spot?
Okay, validation complete. I'll deposit the bounty in your usual account.
Information on the next job, please.
Kazuma sighs deeply. Mitsumi hasn't even confirmed that the payment for this job has gone through.
Look, Mitsumi, I know you're a skilled Living Dead stalker. You and your chief are running a two-man show while Kata Suzumi's got 3 dedicated combatants. And yet you're just about neck and neck. It's admirable, it really is. But don't you think you're pushing yourself a little too hard?
Nagaoka stole Tang's head. If I want to catch up, even 100 small fry aren't enough.
I get how you feel and all, but...
The exasperated expression on Kazuma's face shifts when she hears a notification from her Konri. She places it up to her ear and listens to the voice on the other end via cartilage conduction. Snake, your codec directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Yes, sir? What is it? I will, yes, sir. I'll take her there right away. Hey, Mitsumi!
Kazuma calls out to Mitsumi after hanging up, her expression now one of consternation.
Major General Kibanohara's calling for you. Let's go.
Mitsumi's face contorts at the sound of that name, but she has no right to refuse. Hey, Eternal Father, are you able to do voice today? Because I'm looking at the cast list, and boy, does Hokuyasu have your name on it.
Fun.
If not, I'm going to give him to Wild. Okay, he's not able to. Got it. The room boasts a sprawling view of the frozen Tokyo. Oh, wait, no, you're... Okay. Yeah, alright, get into the Everyone Voice channel, and I'll drag you into the library chat. Rio gets it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, once he... I sent him the invite to the channel itself. He should be here shortly. Well, I'll continue until the lines come up. City
Fair
lights
enough.
reflect off of the relentlessly falling snow, forming a shifting tapestry. The dying city never sleeps. It will continue transmitting its meaningless signals until dawn breaks. Faintly illuminated by that light is the silhouette of the room's owner, Kibanohara Hokoyasu, standing with his back towards the door.
夜遅くまでご苦労。
I'm back.
Welcome back, Momo.
Welcome back.
Won't let you in. Alright, just go to the everybody channel and I'll drag you in. The one that just says everyone. There he is.
Hello.
Hi. Hang on. Let me see if I can put voice. Only gets my voice and not what's going on in the background. It won't let me. Okay.
Sad times.
Alright, time for me to go grab
It's okay.
a picture for him to use.
It better be a frickin' lawnmower.
What is it? Well, y'all used to my kids sometimes. I think it's.
Let's see here. Where did I put it?
When I started out here, I did no squat. Here's what I had to do. Oh my god, I had to practice. Got your pretty little butt.
May I ask a
Pull the
question?
friggin' towel,
That's my wife in the background.
something out of your food. I'll start spanking you every time you tell me to go.
Okay. I'm in the middle of cooking too.
Oh, wonderful. This multitasking parents.
Hey, guys, stop! Gotta stop the yelling and the crying, Darian. Okay, then go sit upstairs and when you're done, you can be done. Okay.
I don't know, where did I put it?
Hey, are you able to tap your mic and mute it? Like, so
Yeah.
because that's what I do. I'll tap
Oops,
it,
that is my face. Ow.
and when I talk, I unmute it, and then so that way there's not so much background noise.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Make sure you finish talking before you. But it's all good. That's
It's
what
like
I
a
do.
walkie-talkie.
Oh, that's fun.
Much fun.
I was thinking you'd be like at your computer with your good mic.
My computer is currently down because I'm renovating my basement. I told you that.
Fun.
Yes, right.
At least he's here.
Yee.
He doesn't sound too bad though. Actually, I'm actually impressed.
So far, so good.
Alright, I can't find the picture that I was planning on using, so he just won't have an on-screen image, I guess.
Aw. The mystery
Is this
voice.
even better?
If you don't,
Because now I have the other earbud in.
you won't.
The voices inside our heads.
Yes.
Another
That's the
one.
goal.
Or you
I'm still like scrolling through my images going like, maybe it's here, maybe it's there. Is that it? No. Oh well. Anyway, it's your line. Eternal Father.
You're still muted.
Oh, he found the he found the picture.
I did, yes, sorry. Alright, so how do I look at? Do I go back into Twitch or do I go into stream?
View stream on here.
Alright, I'm gonna close Twitch.
That's great. I love that.
Or I'll put it off to the side. Now, how do I mute myself? There.
Well, indeed. Behold.
Good work out there tonight.
Alright, I'm currently getting the picture set up, so...
Alright, let me know when we're good to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna season my sausage.
Yeehaw!
Okay, add new source. Browser source. New source. That's not what I wanted to move.
Also, check. I don't know if the mobile you can do this, but like on the Voice Connect, try to see if you can do this voice suppression, so that can also help the background. I don't know if it gives that option on the mobile, but I think it does.
Alright, there we go. Now he's on.
Woohoo!
The silly Tony
Alright,
Hawk
I have
Underground.
three options. I have standard.
He said an option, and then...
Oh, yeah, I have crisp and standard.
Chris,
Yes.
you might want to turn it up.
It's voice settings. Sensitivity I'm gonna lower. There. Lower my volume a little bit. Echo cancellation, nope. I think that's the best I'm gonna be able to get.
Alright,
Good.
from the
Fair
top
enough.
then.
Work out there tonight.
Only a sliver of his face is visible. It is completely motionless as he speaks.
I do not fight for your sake.
It's like for revenge, correct? That something so empty could drive you to find meaning in killing that which is already dead. Really ironic.
Okuyasu's appraisal is coldly accurate. Mitsumi knows fully well that her fight is a fruitless one, that there's nothing waiting for her at the end of it. She has no rebuttal. And that only makes it all the more frustrating.
Did you call me here to simply mock me? I'll take my leave if that's the case.
You still have the chance for vengeance.
What did you say? Oh, impossible.
Mitsumi thinks to herself.
But it can't be.
But Kibonohara Hokoyasu, is not a man to lie or jest. The next words out of his mouth are exactly the words she's been waiting to hear for so very long.
Milgram is here.
Milgram.
Milgram is here.
Alright, thank you for that.
Woohoo!
Your scene
You're
is now
welcome.
over. You can get back to your cooking. I'm sorry to have bothered you away from your computer
no.
and all of that.
That's okay. Maybe next time I'll have my computer and whole setup.
Heck yeah.
I bid you all adieu.
Hey, have fun.
Also, Crystal, I think this is finally Ethica.
Nice. I rub my sleepy head as I leave the hotel.
I can now finally eat.
Olga's stamina surprised even me. We ended up having sex until the break of dawn. The last thing I remember is passing out from sheer exhaustion. When I came to, she was gone, leaving behind nothing but a message.
I also, at first glance, thought it was massage, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah. Wait, what? See you again, huh? That's all well and good, but all I know is her name. She left without telling me where she lives or what she does for a living. And I don't think I've ever seen her at this hotel before. But for some reason, I get the feeling we may indeed see each other again somewhere. And my intuition rarely misses its mark, you know? That smell. There's a pierogi food truck parked by the building. I know this place. I think it's called Czar Pizza? I sometimes get food from there on the way back from exercising at the hotel. It's damn good. Might even be the best in the area. The truck is run by a huge Russian lady. The Russian mafia is in charge of this district, so it's got quite a Russian flair to it. As you can tell from what this truck's selling. The lady regards me with what I would describe as a scowl. It's not that she has it out for me in particular, she just... not much for small talk. That she manages to turn a profit is a testament to how delicious its pierogies really are. Apparently, baked goods are more popular than fried foods in Russia. I believe it. Judging by this truck, the irresistible aroma of freshly baked bread is good enough to make your mouth water. I can't get enough of it personally. Hey auntie, can I get one of Ryoko's face flashes through my head. That was a close one. It's an ironclad rule at Karasuzumi that we eat breakfast at the agency, then drink coffee during the briefing afterward.
Ah, yes, the briefing awards.
Ryoko wouldn't be too pleased if I ate here. And Ryoko's scary when she's mad. Like, scary. Sorry, maybe some other time. I rush off to the agency, waving to the lady. Her facial expression doesn't change in the slightest.
Wait, no, don't let that be all.
Oh wow, I swore she was gonna be there longer. Okay.
Wow!
Iria stares in wonder as Ryoko prepares breakfast in the combination living and dining room. Her technique is indeed a sight to behold.
I think that's me, but I appreciate it because my mouth was full.
Hey, teach me how to cook sometime.
Yes, of course.
Yay!
Isn't it a little early to be wasting so much energy?
Tokitaka has low blood pressure. He's always in a bad mood, but he gets especially petulant in the morning. No, this sounds like it's still Ethica.
Oh. Good.
Nice. Well then.
Yeah, it's definitely still Ethica.
Oh, okay. Whoop.
Thank you.
You should just take some of Iria's energy.
What? And catch this stupid?
What was that? Yeah, well, at least I don't spread doom and gloom just by opening my mouth.
Shut up. I forbid you from making any noise past 70 decibels in my vicinity.
I can't hear you.
Y'all sure are lively this morning.
I was wrong. It was me.
I think it works. Welcome back.
Ethica spent last night elsewhere. Glad she made it back in time for breakfast.
Sorry I couldn't be home last night, Ryoko.
It's okay. You did get back in time for breakfast.
Of course I did. I need your breakfast in the morning to get me through the day after all.
I agree with that sentiment. After breakfast, Ethica, Tokitaka, and I sit down with Iria and Ryoko at the table. We're drinking early bird coffee, of course. While it's easy to forget when watching her prepare breakfast, Ryoko's true position is chief of the Karasuzumi Living Dead Stalker Agency. She's the glue that bonded this ragtag group of Living Dead Stalkers together and turned us into Tokyo's top team. We couldn't have survived this long with physical strength alone. The back office plays a foreground role.
Okay, let's begin the briefing. How were the results of the Necro analysis?
After we secured the Hi-Fi Living Dead receptionist from the brothel, I performed the Necro analysis at Snowbound Nirvana. Ethica was sent there yesterday to retrieve the results.
Cross-checking the results with the database just about confirms that it was mostly Tang Yushan's handiwork.
Oh shit, sorry. Mostly?
Mostly. There's evidence of another necromancer's influence, apparently.
Do we know who?
Probably Milgram.
Whew.
Oh, no, that's a whistle. They just can't.
Oh, I can't fucking whistle.
Neither can I, so yeah. Tokitaka whistles.
Fair enough.
If Tang Yunshan plotted the kidnapping of the vice governor with Milgram of all people, then things are about to get fun.
Quite the pleasant surprise, right?
It's not pleasant at all, I object. If that's true, then it means Milgram might have been targeting Yuria.
Huh? Maybe so.
You're overthinking things.
Tokitaka, are you fucking serious?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Overthinking things like that isn't the most obvious thing that's like.
Nah, don't worry about it. Y'all overthinking things.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's all good in the hood, as they say.
I mean, he is wearing a hoodie.
Go count your numbers or whatever.
Calories.
Can you think of a single reason why Milgram would target her? Why would he even keep her confined in a hotel in the middle of a city like that? Tang Yunshan was after the vice governor, right? Why complicate things with another hostage?
He's got a point.
I'm not sure if you guys know this, but we don't know anything about this girl. This girl,
True, but
this
still.
girl doesn't know
Yeah,
anything
point.
about this girl.
But she likes
Very good.
anime. That's enough for me.
I know, right?
And she's cute.
She's
That's
the
enough for
bomb
me.
and adorable.
Yeah.
Overthinking things often leads to worsening the situation, so I understand what Tokitaka is trying to say. But as long as lives are on the line, I want to work assuming the worst case scenario.
Anywho, I also discussed a few things with a certain contact of mine. Their lips got a little loose once I told them Milgram might be involved.
It's probably Major Aso. She's usually who Ithaca turns to for matters like this.
Apparently, there were also some files deleted from the military police database. Tang Yushan was spotted leaving the ruins of the Ikebukuro Child Protection Center by pipe runners.
Child protection?
The Child Protection Center was a facility established to address the surge of orphans caused by war and the degradation of public order.
Tokitaka launches into one of his usual explanations, reading off of his hollow glasses, because he doesn't have it memorized like a loser.
The military police hospital takes custody of infants, so children ages 4 through 12 were sent to the Ikebukuro Child Protection Center. The CPC closed its doors 14 years after opening. The same center chief remained in charge throughout all those years. A man named Kurushima Michiya, age 53 at the time of his inauguration. But, strangely enough, there's not much more information available on him.
Tokitaka's right. Nowadays, the mesh network is the foundation of daily life. Possession of a konri is considered a fundamental human right. So naturally, any activity we do leaves its traces on the mesh network.
What?
What's wrong, Yuria?
Nothing. It's just, I might remember.
As Iria groans in pain, the pattern she called a tone graph appears, shining above her palm once again. Could it have something to do with her memory?
Hey, Shorty. I said no noises above 70 decibels within my...
I do remember! I was at the
Ikebukuro.
What?
Ikebukuro.
Ikebukuro.
I was at the Ikebukuro Child Protection Center place, I think.
Flashback?
Whee!
Do I read this?
Until proven otherwise.
There was a war. The reason was simple.
Oh wait, no, this wouldn't be Iria.
Okay.
There was a war. The reason was simple. Because the world went cold. Every nation kept talking with smiles on their faces, but underneath the discussion table, they were kicking each other in a desperate struggle. Tokitaka likes to joke around, saying,
Sorry, southward expansion? What century is this?
but I don't get the joke. And I don't want to. I think most people are with me on this one. What happens if the war is won? What happens if the war is lost? Many young people died without ever knowing the answer. In Asia, it was the Sino-American War. Meanwhile, the Tokyo Computer War left city infrastructure annihilated, leaving the entire city unable to function. Mass panic erupted and many citizens resorted to killing each other. With its capital incapacitated, Japan was reoccupied and ceded the Tohoku region to the invading Russia. After a short break, the Sino-American War's main battlefront moved to Southeast Asia and dragged on until it became the Second and Third Sino-American War. The US Army introduced the use of the nightmarish bacteriological weapon RU-318. Then came the mutated mare pandemic. With the birth of necromancy came the start of the Living Dead War. The living killed the living. The living killed the dead. The dead killed the living. The dead killed the dead. An endless cycle. One result of the war was the ruination of Tokyo. Ikebukuro was once a prominent, prosperous shopping destination. But now it is a desolate danger zone, host to the Malacca Gang's endless armed conflict. We're currently driving through the streets of this new Ikebukuro in a four-wheeled armored walking vehicle, the Strider, Armored Walking Transport Vehicle Model 88. Its main weapon is the electric-firing, caseless 30mm quad-mount autocannon, which toes the line of what is authorized for private Living Dead Stalker Agency use. It also has a 40mm grenade launcher. Both weapons can be remotely controlled. It can snugly seat 6. The military police deploys the same model number Strider, though theirs come with different equipment. Obviously, this is just for show. It's not like we're going to start firing willy-nilly to assert dominance. Honest. Wait, this sounds more like Ethica to me.
I mean, look. We're just here to see what's up with Iria's memory. We wouldn't go looking for trouble with her around. We may be strong. And I mean strong. But we've received little to no training for how to defend others. So protecting an average citizen would be a Herculean task for us. Which is why we want to avoid any unnecessary trouble. Well, if trouble comes looking for us, that's another matter, of course. Damn. I'm not sure I've ever seen someone this tense. Well, let's just pray that nothing happens.
Hey, Ethica.
Tokitaka turns to me from the next seat over.
There was no luck finding any information on the highway, right?
Oh, that?
Hogyo Iria operates on the net. There must have been at least some trace of her. I find it hard to believe there was nothing to be found on the highway.
Are you saying Sue's a liar? I ask bluntly. Tokitaka shifts his gaze to his trusty weapon. A 20mm caliber anti-material rifle. Due to its strong, lightweight, organic plastic parts, it's tough enough to withstand firing extremely powerful rounds.
Kansu's a human, not a machine. There's no guarantee that she'll objectively relay information every time.
Well, yeah, he's got a point. But that's exactly why I want to believe in her. But some part of me won't let me say that out loud. Deep down, I probably still have doubts of my own. And my instincts are often right, you know. The vehicle comes to a stop. We take a look around from inside the vehicle. The great tower before us was once a landmark in Ikebukuro, a symbol of prosperity. Now it seems more like a gravestone. Joined at the base are buildings once used as shopping malls and hotels, as well as the Ikebukuro Child Protection Center.
Can you hear me, every...
Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
Loud and clear.
My orders are sent from my Conry to the cartilage conduction speaker attached to my hologlasses. Soon should be able to receive his orders through his full-face helmet too. As commander, Ryoko remains in the armored vehicle. She looks so sexy in her battle suit. But don't underestimate her strength. She's still part of the Kara Suzumi Living Dead Stalker Agency after all. She trains her body and takes custom-made side-effect-free nanoparticle drugs too. She's mastered the basics of CQAMA and military-style CQB, close quarters battle. Her central and peripheral nervous systems have been equipped with combat implants as well. She's skilled enough that she'd be able to fight on the front lines for the military police without issue. There's just no need for her to engage in combat with necromancers herself, since we've got it covered. And I know I've said this already, but we're not planning on fighting anyone today anyway. We may be armed to the teeth, but that's just a precaution to avoid potential conflicts with any ruffians. Hopefully nobody has to fight at all.
Tokitaka, find high ground somewhere moved from the building. Monitor the vicinity and support the others.
Roger.
Soun and Ethica, search inside the building.
You stay here.
Sun shoots Iria down. Come to think of it, I heard Iria ran off on her own last night and got attacked by suicide wannabes. Kazuma ended up rescuing her, but it was a heck of a close call apparently.
But
Iria falters, but doesn't back down.
now that we've come this far, I want to go inside.
I guess you would be dying of suspense.
Don't be selfish. What are you, a kid? If anything happens...
Then it's your job to protect her, isn't it? As an adult? Tokitaka backs down.
So, I'm here because I want a catalyst. Something to stimulate my memory. So I want to see what's inside with my own eyes. To really feel the atmosphere. I think it's important that I do. I know I caused a lot of trouble yesterday, but...
Iria, you're serious, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm serious.
Zoan falls silent at Iria's words, which I find a little surprising. Normally, you'd expect Zoan to say, I oppose the notion of bringing her along, and that would be that. But apparently, Iria's resolve is enough to sway him. Fascinating. Well, either way, we're not the ones making that decision. What do you say, Ryoko?
Iria, will you go directly on site? I will stay in the armed vehicle standby. Soten, Ethica, you two take extra care to protect Iria.
Zoan puts on his X-brain.
I'll abide by your judgment, ma'am.
Iria's life is on the line here. Plus, I can't break my word with Kiri either. I guess I can't cut any corners here. We exit the Strider and take a step outside. Hold on. Shit, it's cold!
Yeah, I just noticed that the heads-up display switched. Makes it real easy to tell.
Yeah.
While we may be within the circumference of the old Yamanote line, the hot pipes here are in sorry shape. They get punctured so often by the incessant gang wars that the Tokyo government has given up trying to keep them repaired. While it's nowhere near as bad as the permafrost in the outskirts of town, you can see snow fluttering here and there when the weather gets bad.
Not a good sign.
That's Tokitaka.
Oh.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, he's carrying the rifle. Not a good sign.
And also he has a full helmet. Ethica only has the glasses.
Right.
Oh, right. Shit. Let's hurry before the snow starts to pour.
Tokitaka uses his computer database to calculate the optimal point for observation and sniping, and starts heading that way. I think that's like one of the only times you ever see that sprite, too. Height differences are no issue when it comes to X-Brain guided sniping, so the best position would probably be from wherever the most physical barriers are eliminated, the top of the landmark tower. If only the weather could hold off for a while longer. These are the ruins of a giant multi-purpose facility. In addition to the landmark tower, there are 3 large buildings connected by a 4-story shopping mall. What we're looking for is the 9-story building in the middle.
This place is a mess, huh?
Ryoko.
Help. Help me say that name.
Ikebukuro.
Ikebukuro CPC closed 60 years ago. All of the stores in the shopping center closed with it. Perhaps they were all funded by the same source.
But is 6 years really long enough for it to get this bad?
I hear a sound. Instantly, I cover Iria and draw my gun. My ex-brain calculates which direction the sound came from and points me there. Without hesitation, I point my re-eliminator, put my finger on the trigger, and...
Get it together, man.
Out comes a slum dog. The cleaning light on its back is illuminated, and it has a severed arm in its mouth. I return my re-eliminator to its holster.
Oh my, what a lovely diamond.
The fingers of the arm are adorned with gemstones, which are clearly synthetic.
Was someone living here?
No, the heat from the pipes doesn't reach here. It was just a skirmish. That arm in the slumdog's mouth probably belonged to a member of the Malacca gang. The arm looks fresh, even when you consider the natural preserving effect of the cold. On closer inspection, the walls are riddled with bullet holes, and there's broken windows here and there. After the development of Necro, the very nature of the battlefield was forever changed in Southeast Asia. The Malacca gang is an especially violent group composed of individuals hailing from the region. 6 years of skirmishes like this would certainly explain the state of this complex. The slumdog disappears into the darkness, the cleaning LED sign on its back still lit.
Well, speaking of cleaning, we should do a clean sweep here and get our work over with too.
Ethica leads the group as we head up the staircase, completely cut off from the sunlight.
Are we there yet?
One more floor. Ikebukuro CPC occupies the upper floors of the building. Since there's no electricity, we can't use an elevator.
Are you seriously bitching about 5 flights of stairs?
Tokitaka's voice reaches our ears.
I had to go up 60, you know.
Hang on.
Well, I'm not a pervert like you. I bet you were counting the stories and getting off to the numbers going up.
How did you?
It seems that Iria has figured out how Tokitaka works. It's good to see some understanding between them. Tokitaka's such a fucking weirdo.
How are things going on your side, Tokitaka?
I've reached the sniping point. I've got a good angle. No anomalies detected in the surrounding area. My only worry is if the snow starts pouring.
Even if visibility is blocked by a blizzard, various sensors can be used to compensate. But that doesn't change the fact that you're losing optical information. We need to finish our business here as quickly as possible.
Okay, no problems here.
We trust in Ethica's word as we head up the stairs to the 5th floor.
Not liking the vibes of this place.
I have to agree with Ethica. Dank air, encroaching walls on both sides, furnishings coated in a sickly green, rows of doors stretching into the distance. Utilitarian design focused on efficiency to the expense of all else. It's like a closed hospital ward you'd see in a movie, but even more oppressive. Can't imagine trying to raise children here. The very idea is inhuman. Iria, does any of this look familiar? Iria calls up that hologram with her Konri again and stares at it for a few seconds. But it doesn't look like anything clicks. What exactly is that thing, anyway?
I'm not sure, but I can feel something stirring inside me whenever I look at it. No results yet, though.
Iria herself remains unsure of its purpose. It seems key to recovering her memory, but that's about all we know. Why don't we look around the facility for now?
I just hope nothing weird jumps out at us.
Ethica leads the way down the dark hallway. Iria follows behind, and I make sure the rear's safe. The heat from the hot pipes doesn't reach this place. If you tried spending the night, you'd freeze to death. And it seems to be absent of any sources of light. I doubt there's any homeless people living here.
Is this the staff area?
Ethica leads us to a neatly organized room.
Can you do a solid scan just to be safe?
Roger.
Ethica takes out a three-dimensional laser scanner. The lasers sweep the furniture and the floor, producing a 3D map of the room and its contents. Via AI analysis, we can determine if there's anything suspicious. There's nothing of interest so far. Iria falls silent. The look on her face feels a little different from usual, but I probably shouldn't interrupt her while she's concentrating. All I can do right now is to keep watch of our surroundings and prepare for the worst case scenario. In the end, we don't find anything notable on the 5th floor. We relay that info to Ryoko as we head up to the 6th.
This floor looks like a medical facility.
The solid scan reveals a needle in the corner of the room. While every last bit of equipment has been removed, the structure of the room indicates that some sort of medical procedures were handled here. But what stands out is that the entire floor seems to have been used as a medical facility.
If you think about it, war orphans are likely to have poor medical history, so a lot of them probably needed medical care, but still. This room kinda looks like an observation room.
There's even a separate observation station outfitted with an optical isolator. Iria spent time in this facility? Dark thoughts churn in my head. Iria remains silent, a stern look on her face. Her gaze alternates between her tone graph and the medical facility stripped of its equipment. She's like a completely different person compared to her usual bright self. Did yesterday's events leave a mark on her? Ethica leads us up another flight of stairs. Next up is the 7th floor.
A school?
On either side of the hallway are lines of rooms furnished with rows of equally spaced tables. Among them is a room with a giant speaker like you'd see in a music room, a room with a giant screen, as well as several rooms with computers embedded in every desk. Ikebukuro CPC took custody of children ages 4 through 12, so it's not surprising that they'd provide compulsory education for those children. However,
I don't like it.
What, school?
That's not what I meant.
we look around as Ethica and Tokitaka exchange banter, but we find nothing notable. We proceed to the 8th floor. It's too thorough. Children once lived here, and in no small numbers. You'd expect such a place to retain at least some signs of human habitation, but there's none to be found. They were too thorough in cleaning this place out once it closed. There had to have been something here they were trying to hide. What was Tang Yunshan looking for here? How exactly is Iria related to Ikebukuro CPC? The 8th floor.
A nursery?
The room is cramped and dreary. The walls and floor are all made of a soft material. It looks more like a sick room to me.
Or a confinement room.
All evidence supports Ethica's assessment. The Ikebukuro CPC is full of surveillance equipment, but not a single window to the outside to let in natural light. Doors can be locked from the outside, and the floors seem to be laid out in a way to confine the children to the upper floors. As a facility, it lacks for everything but security measures. This is not an environment designed to nurture children in. Iria still isn't talking. She intently pores over every detail of the room. Seeing her like that snaps me back into focus. The floor plan of the 9th floor is exactly the same. An endless hall of isolation cells, unfit to be used as rooms for children. Ethica takes a quick look through about a third of the rooms and gives the hall itself just a cursory check. And finally, the top floor. What is this?
It was apparently used as an aquarium until the end of the 21st century. I suppose they never demolished it.
That said, there are no fish. The water quality seems to be fine. Perhaps the miracarbon's still functioning. But without fish, an aquarium is just a water tank. Iria lets out a strained voice as she looks at the tone-graph in her hands. Iria!
No?
I try to reach out to her, but Iria stops me. She's desperately trying to recall her memories of the past. That's why we risked the danger of coming here.
Those are symptoms of memory inhibitors. Drugs that artificially induce retrograde amnesia.
Is it treatable?
I don't know. Typically the effects aren't permanent, but...
I know this place. I had to have been here before. I'm sure it was. Over that way.
Guided by her memories, Iria starts walking. Ethica and I follow carefully behind. Our field of view expands. Installed on the building's rooftop is a sprawling artificial shore, facing the sky as the snow pours down. It feels liberating rather than bleak, perhaps simply because we were shut up in that building for so long. No, wait. Perhaps it's because it evokes the same sensations as the virtual world I visited last night. Once I confirm that there's no danger in our surroundings, I take off my X-Brain. Midnight Shores?
It sure resembles it, huh?
It's not that anything about it is tangibly similar, but the white sand highlighting the flower bed, and the contours of the rocks on the other side, and the skyline of Tokyo in the distance.
I love this place. That's why I'd always come here and listen to the sound of the waves. I yearn to one day see the ocean for real.
Did you model Midnight Shores after this place?
Yes, I think I did.
Fare thee well, Eternal Father.
Fare thee well. Well,
Become a father
Okay.
eternally for the fat
and guess
blazing
what he
evil.
redeemed?
Oh boy! Who wants Soun?
Ah. Yeah.
Oh, the main character dude?
Yeah. Gonna ruin dramatic tension, man.
Oh, he did before he left? Oh.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright,
Let's
Eva
go.
gets Soun, and I'm gonna have Momo be Iria.
Oh my god.
Because Momo hasn't gotten a lot of lines today.
Oh,
Fair
unless you
enough.
want to be so Momo.
No, you can have Zone if you want to. All good.
Or Crystal, do you want to be so?
Now she's regretting it.
So ideally, it would be people who aren't already voicing characters in this scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Wild?
I feel like going from the one dude in here to the other only dude in here is
No,
all right.
no.
No.
Wild can be Ethica.
Ah.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Alright, Crystal, go. Not Crystal, Eva, go.
So she is the real Hogo Iria. Oh, well, should I do more cutesy voice? So she is the real Hogo Iria.
Nope, nope.
So
No?
I'd say
Or
ruin
just
dramatic
try to be more
tension.
manly.
Like, try to actually still embody the character. It's just that you are not the voice, you know?
Okay. So she is the real Hogo Iria. And she really did lose her memories. What's more, she spent her youth here in Ikebukuro Child Protection Center. Everything starts to fit together.
I lived here long ago.
That's so pretty. It is.
Iria looks up to the sky as the snow falls down. She smiles, reveling in the joy of rediscovering this place from her past.
Let's see. Ah, damn it. What other button? Oh, space. Free desktop background for anyone who needs it, I guess.
I want it screenshot. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm okay, I'm good.
Thank you.
When I see that familiar expression on her face, I finally understand. Iria was silent all day. because she was afraid. She wasn't sure if she would really uncover her past here. And she wasn't sure if she could accept it without regret if she did.
He's so cute.
I'm home.
Iria proclaims, her voice full of warmth. Her breath dissipates amid the cold snow. Iria seems whole now, complete. Seeing her like this fills my heart with bliss.
And that's the end of the scene, so
Yeehaw!
dramatic tension is back on track.
Okay, if I'm ever never to make it, Momo's totally her.
I'm definitely willing to agree with that. Momo does a real good area.
Hehe.
Because we twinsies.
That's another fun thing about Ruin dramatic tension. It can only be redeemed once per stream, just in case anyone is thinking about doing it for every scene. It definitely helps give me a better idea of what kind of range all of you guys have, because it forces you to do something that might be outside of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's a lot of fun to voice other people's characters sometimes.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, like last week's.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
And mind you, the next day I had to go back and rewatch that shit. It was great.
We should probably, someone should clip that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Ethica, if you would.
I'm home. Home. I think about that word.
Yeah, she's not for this, it's literally her, under her breath repeating what Iria had said.
Yep.
It's
I'm
not
home.
a, honey, I'm home, even though that's what we would think about.
Definitely an ethical thing. I'm home. Home. I think about that word. This place was once Iria's home. Obviously, I've got a home too. And that's the Cutter Suzumi Living Dead Stalker Agency. If I go there and say, I'm home, then Ryoko and Soon and Tokitaka would greet me with smiles on their faces. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but I'm sure they'd be welcoming. But the person who I want to come greet me the most isn't there. So, I don't think I can say I'm home with a smile like Iria's. The place I can truly go home to is... No, never mind. I need to focus on work. Focus! I return my attention to my X-Brains display. We've checked out every suspicious spot in Ikebukuro CPC. So Ryoko's given us the order to return, but...
Hey, Song?
Iria suddenly stops as we reach the 6th floor.
Do you hear it?
No, I'm not getting any response. That...
Iria interrupts Soon. But we're surrounded by silence. What's your call, Soon?
Not picking up anything.
Soon's helmet-style X-Brain is faster and more accurate at data processing than my attachment-style one. If there's a sound that's audible to the human ear, then naturally it should pick it up. Iria lights up the darkness with her konri, but there's nothing out of the ordinary to be seen. Wonder what's up. Did she hear a sound that's inaudible to the human ear? No way. No way, right? No shit! The area lights up in a flash. I immediately level my AK-50 and point it down the hall. There's no sign of any movement. The lights were off, and now they're on. Nothing more, nothing less.
Battery power? Was there still some charge left in the emergency backup battery for medical devices?
I suppose that has to be it. My X-brain determines there's no particular imminent danger and displays nothing. It's like it's ignoring me. Kind of pisses me off.
Huh? I feel like I've seen this happen before.
Iria looks down the hall as she brings out the tone graph.
The song's coming from here.
She starts walking, murmuring to herself. Just as I confirmed, there should be no threats to worry about, but... We chase after her and head down the now-lit hallway. I still don't hear any song. Is it only playing in Iria's head? If she's starting to remember something, does that mean that the lights coming on made it easier to associate the environment with her past? In any case, this is all strange. Why is this the only hallway where the lights are on? It's like someone's leading us. Spooky.
What, are you scared, Ethica?
Shut up!
Here?
Iria stops walking in the middle of the hallway. As she does, the tone graph also stops emitting light.
This song stopped.
There's something here?
Suddenly, my ex-brain gives a suggestion. It seems it's been subconsciously processing spatial information this whole time. It says there's an empty space here.
An empty space?
Judging by the floor plan, it's just enough space for a room. In the same way that the human brain develops their own personalities, X-brains acquire their own idiosyncrasies as they learn. While my X-brain is no match for Sone's in terms of specs, it seems it's more suited for noticing spatial anomalies like this. After all, I love a good game of cat and mouse when some son of a bitch tries to hide from me. I don't exactly like my X-brain, but it does come in handy in these sorts of situations.
I remember. I'm pretty sure it's around here.
When Iria reaches her fingers to the wall, her conray starts shining. In response, an electrical current runs through part of the wall, made of smart material, revealing an authentication device.
The lock's broken?
There's a deep hole gouged out the center of the device. Sure enough, the circuit's visibly fried, as if by a high voltage current. As if someone stabbed it with, say, a high voltage blade. The door opens with a heavy sound when Iria touches it. We're immediately assailed by a dizzyingly strong floral scent. The room seems to be a study of some sort. The wooden furniture makes for an almost cozy atmosphere in stark contrast to the rest of the facility. I can imagine sitting in the reclining chair and just retreating into your own little world, the soothing lotus scent carrying you away. Upon closer examination, what really stands out about the room is the vast amount of physical books lining the shelves on the walls. No, wait. Are those binders? The contents of one are spilled out on the floor.
Paper? Are those medical records? Greetings, Moonlight the Hawkin, and welcome to the library.
This should be obvious, but pretty much every medical record is digitized these days. But just like any other digitized data, electronic medical records carry the risk of a data breach. Filling out information on paper like this suggests that the people who ran this facility were more than just a little concerned with keeping their records secure. Whoa. Check this out. I pick up one of the pages and make a surprising discovery. Holographic photos that cycle through various facial expressions are fixed to the medical records. Are these the children who were in the custody of this facility? But the issue here is the logo printed at the top. The Empire Energy Corps.
Now it makes sense.
Ryoko chimes in through the comm link.
It would be impossible for anyone else to establish and maintain such a large-scale facility.
Oh boy. Things just got complicated. The Empire Energy Corp, the fat cats who hype up the Tokyo Rebirth Project or whatever every chance to get. You know their slogan, order in progress. I thought they were supposed to be shut up about the I thought they were supposed to be shut up in the Megafloat. What the hell were they doing here? I perform a solid scan of the room. As I do, my gaze drifts back to Iria. The reason we're here in the first place.
I've been here before too.
Really?
Yeah. I would always meet someone important in this room. Who was it? I think it was...
Iria clasps her hands to her head.
You don't have to force yourself.
Someone immediately consoles her. He's kind of been on a roll recently. The prince has gotta be gentle and tender underneath that shining armor, you know. My Conrian notifies me of the notification of the solid scan.
It notifies you of the notification?
My Conrian notifies me of the results of the solid scan. Looks like the medical records aren't here.
That means we've got the worst case scenario on our hands.
How so?
This is just what is that word?
Conjecture.
Conjecture. Okay. This is just conjecture built upon conjecture, and will require concrete evidence to back it up, but
Ryoko puts our suspicions into words for us.
this facility was financed by Emperor Energy Corp, the super corporation that single-handedly shoulders the energy needs of Tokyo. A child protection service in name only. It serves as a place for them to lock up orphaned children and perform experiments on them. The genius virtual environment designer Hogyo Iria hails from this facility, and it is highly likely that Tang Yoshan broke in 1 week ago and stole her medical records.
So you're saying...
You're not a bystander caught in the crossfire. You're the target. And that, everybody, is where we are going to end it for tonight.
What a fucking cliffhanger!
Sorry.
I was hoping for such a slam dunk of a place to end as that.
Nice.
This is just like Squid Games 2 all over again.
I'll pretend I know what that is.
Oh, man.
All right. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us.
Of course.
Now,
And thank you.
we are going to go and raid Lightstar, a friend of mine whose birthday it is today. She is doing a 12-hour stream for her birthday. So everyone wish her a happy birthday. Get your library raids ready, yeah?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Nahosa Ayumi, library raid.
Yee.
So, alright. So, raid Lightstar. And until next time, everybody, may your story become ever more interesting. Farewell!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Adieu.